Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, or good night, or maybe you're watching this at night. So hope you're having a good night, or maybe you're watching this in the morning. So good morning. This video is another countdown, another edition of my series of videos. I got a playlist on them. It's called The Countdown. This video is the countdown, top 5, not a top 10. I will be doing more top 10s, but for now, I'll be doing a top 5. So this is the countdown, or I call it the countdown. Top 5 women that I want in the WWE Hall of Fame. Top 5 women, basically, that I think should go in the WWE Hall of Fame. Same thing, that I want them in the Hall of Fame. They deserve it. All of them deserve it. And they should go in. And I'm talking about the WWE Hall of Fame. These women all worked in the WWE, or in the past in the WWF. So they all put their time in. All of them were pretty damn over and had great careers, and they had a lot of fans. So, here we go with number 5 of the top 5 women that I want in the WWE Hall of Fame. Number 5, back in the late 90s, I was not a big Sable fan, but I did enjoy her and what she did. Her time in the WWF, I did enjoy the stuff that she did and the storyline she was involved in and the feuds that she got involved in. She had a feud with Luna. She had a feud with Jackie, newest Hall of Famer, Jackie Moore. She had a feud with her. And she had a feud with Tori in 1999, but that was a pretty big fail of a feud. Anyways, Sable is my number 5. She deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. She was super over. Crowd loved her. Basically, in the Attitude Era, it's probably 95% guys loved Sable. She always got massive pops and reactions. And maybe some girls that were lesbian also liked her. I don't know. But if you did, that's cool. I got nothing against gay people or lesbians. That's your choice if you want to be that. I'm cool with that. I have a lot of gay, lesbian friends in the real world. I don't care what they are. If they're cool people, I'm cool with them. Anyways. But basically, in my opinion, Sable, she always got a massive pop. And she basically had a lot of male fans that were probably fans of hers because they were lonely guys. I don't know, but whatever. I was a fan of hers because I was a teenager. When Sable was around 97, I know she was around 96, but she didn't look that hot in 96 yet. I mean, her character didn't get any TV time that much. She didn't get any storylines or any big TV time in 96. 97, 98, 99, Sable had a lot of TV time. So Sable is my number 5. She deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and I would like to see her get in. Number 4, who I want to see get in the WWE Hall of Fame, Victoria. She had a great career in the WWE. She started as... the WWE wasn't even going to hire her as a full-time wrestler. She started as one of the Godfather's holes. She got powerbombed, I believe, powerbombed by either the Dudleys or maybe she was powerbombed by the Good Father when he went to Right to Censor. I'm not sure, but Victoria was powerbombed through a table. And she took the bump, took the spot, didn't complain at all, and WWE signed her. And then eventually Victoria in 2002, when she showed up on TV attacking Trish Stratus, Victoria became a great wrestler, great worker, great wrestler, great character. She could talk, she could wrestle, and Victoria looked pretty good. Pretty damn good. My opinion, Sable looked a little bit better than Victoria, but who cares? I'm not talking about looks. This list has nothing to do with looks. This top 5 has nothing to do with how these women looked. Some were hotter than others, yes, but has nothing to do with looks. Has to do with their talent and their career. So Victoria, I hope she gets in. She's my number 4. Number 3 of my top 5. Number 3 is Mickie James. She debuted in late 2005 as Stalker to Trish. She became women's champion. At WrestleMania 22, Mickie James had a great career in the WWE. She had a lot of good storylines. She had a lot of good feuds, a lot of good matches she was involved in. She really deserves to go in. I think she's only part of the WWE for 5 years. I think 5 years, but it doesn't matter. Sable was only a part of the company from 96 to 99. And then Sable came back in 03 for a short time. Maybe a year. Sable was back for 1 year. And then she's gone. So you could say Sable was around for only 4 years. Doesn't matter. She had an impact on the WWE. Same with Victoria. Same with Mickie James. If they were in the company 3 years or 5 years or 4 years, it doesn't matter to me. They all had impacts on the company. So Mickie James is my number 3. Number 2 is Chyna. She debuted in 97. I'm pretty sure it was 97 as the bodyguard to Triple H. Of course, everybody when they first saw Chyna, they probably thought she was a man because she looked like a dude. Her facial features were different. I believe she had surgery in 99. I think she had plastic surgery to look more like a woman or get basically features to look like a woman. Anyways, Chyna, this has nothing to do with if she looked like a guy or not. She's a female. She was born a female, and if you people out there think she wasn't, well, you're stupid. Because she's really born a female. Even though maybe some parts of her WWF career, maybe she didn't look like a female, but whatever. My opinion, Chyna was born a female. I'm pretty sure she was. Chyna is my number 2. She had a huge impact on the WWF during the Attitude Era. Not only did she have a big impact when she was a bodyguard for Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, she was part of D-Generation X, the original DX. I'm talking about Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Rick Rude. And then Chyna. She was part of the original D-Generation X. Then she was part of DX with X-Pac and the New Age Outlaws. Chyna was super over. She got really over towards the end of 98. She got really over. 99. She's the first woman ever put in the Royal Rumble match. In 1999, she was the first woman to compete in the Royal Rumble match. Of course, she was eliminated, I believe, by Stone Cold when she turned around. He clotheslined her over the top rope. But Chyna was still in the Royal Rumble match. Also in 99, I believe in October, and No Mercy, or maybe September, Chyna won the Intercontinental Championship. The first woman and the only woman ever in the WWF's history and WWE's history, the only woman ever to hold the Intercontinental Championship. That's a hell of an accomplishment, in my opinion. Chyna was a pretty good wrestler. She wasn't great. She wasn't as good as Charlotte is, or Sasha, or Bayley, or Asuka, but Chyna was still pretty good of a wrestler. I mean, she was built, she had a great body. I guess she's really into bodybuilding, whatever. You need to be pretty dedicated to be into bodybuilding and to be in such great shape. China lasted from 97 to 2001, and then, of course, she was gone. She showed up in TNA once in 2011, but this isn't about the TNA Hall of Fame. This is about women I want in the WWE Hall of Fame. And China is my number 2 because she really, really deserves to be in there. I mean, I'm sure Chyna's a big-time, huge inspiration to women that watched her and grew up watching her. A lot of them probably became wrestlers because of Chyna. And a lot of them that looked up to Chyna probably got into wrestling and are probably in wrestling now. We just are not aware of it. I'm sure Bayley and some of the women on the current WWE roster probably did and were fans of Chyna. So, Chyna's my number 2 that I want to see get in the Hall of Fame. Number 1 of my top 5. Number 1 is AJ Lee. She was around from 2010, I think. 2010 she debuted and she was put on FCW TV. And then, of course, she retired last year, 2015 in April. AJ Lee retired, so I want to say she lasted 5 years in the WWE. She had a great career. The short time she was in WWE, only 5 years, doesn't matter. She was Divas Champion for a pretty long time. One of the second longest Diva title reigns before Nikki Bella beat it. I don't know if she was women's champion. I don't think so because they dropped the women's title, the women's championship. They got rid of it, I believe, in 2008, 8 or 9, maybe 7. I don't remember. I know the Divas title came around in 2007 or 8. So, AJ Lee, I don't believe was ever a women's champion, but I know she's a Divas champion once or twice, maybe 3 times, I don't know. If you want to comment under this video, go ahead and tell me how many times AJ Lee was Divas champion, because I'm not really sure. I could actually look it up, but it might take a while. I'll try to look it up. See here to find the Divas title. So AJ Lee became Divas champion, I want to say after October 2011 sometime. AJ Lee became Divas champion because Beth Phoenix won the Divas title from Kelly Kelly in October 2011. So in either 12 or 13, AJ became Divas champion. Or maybe in 2014, she became Divas champion for the first time. I'm not really sure. Anyways, AJ Lee, in my opinion, had a big impact on the WWE, and the little girls that watched her, I'm sure, were inspired. And little girls that watched AJ Lee, even girls that were teenagers, probably looked up to AJ. Probably even grown women looked up to AJ, and grown men that were fans of hers, or that were fanboys. I don't know. But I was a fan of hers. I thought she was fantastic at promos and talking on the mic. I mean, anytime they'd interview AJ, in a backstage interview, she was always great. Her character, she was always great at playing the part they needed her to play. And what to say, she was great as a Raw general manager for a short time. The first ever female Raw general manager. It didn't last that long, sadly, but she was a GM. Also, AJ, what else? Trying to think of her other accomplishments. She was FCW Women's Champion and a Queen of FCW. And before WWE signed her, AJ Lee worked for WSU, Women's Superstars Uncensored. I believe that's the name of the company. WSU. She also worked for, I don't know who else. I know she didn't work for Shimmer, but whatever. The point is, AJ Lee's number one. She deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. She had a big impact on the WWE and probably had a lot of little girls looking up to her. And probably in 10 years or 15 years, a lot of girls will probably get into wrestling because they looked up to AJ Lee, and AJ Lee was probably their favorite and their hero. So AJ Lee definitely, you cannot deny it, no doubt, AJ Lee had a big impact on girls watching WWE. I'm talking about little girls and probably teenagers watching, and pre-teens also. AJ Lee was probably their hero and their favorite. So, as I said, in 10 or 15 years, a lot of women's wrestlers are probably going to be in the WWE, new faces because of AJ Lee. Inspired them to get into wrestling and become women's wrestlers. So, this is my top 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed my top 5 women that I want to see get in the WWE Hall of Fame. This was the countdown. Number 5 was Sable, that I would like to see get in. She deserves it. Number 4, Victoria. She deserves it. Number 3, Mickie James. Number 2 was Chyna. Number 1, AJ Lee. That's my top 5. This was the countdown. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing more countdowns probably on, I don't know, Thursday or Wednesday. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow. I'll do another countdown or 2. Hope you enjoyed the countdown. Top 5 women I want to see get in the WWE Hall of Fame. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already, at TNA WWE Guy. I'll be on there live tweeting Monday Night Raw from LA tonight, all 3.5 hours, because I do watch the pre-show of Raw. Bye for now, everybody. Have a great Monday evening or whatever time you're watching this. Bye for now.